Okay, you guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with carving out my brows. I'm gonna take the Pro Longwear Concealer by MAC in NC45. So I usually take it from this container because I got this in a sample size because I wanted to test out the color, and then I ended up getting it in a full size bottle, but I have so much of this, so I'm just gonna use this. So, and I'm going to be taking that on my P. Louise 119 brush. This is like a, I wanna say like a definer brush. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and carve out my brows. If you guys want to see how I do my brows, I will link that video up above. It's not like dedicated just to my eyebrows. It's like a full tutorial, but I did show you guys how I like to do them. So yeah. So typically what I like to do is just like tilt my brow up a little bit. That way I can get like just a better angle of how I want to carve out my brows. So I'm just gonna do that. Now I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush and just blend that concealer out. And I don't know if I mentioned before, but I am going to be doing one eye on camera and then the other eye off of camera. So yeah, you guys, pretty much I was supposed to be doing a completely different look, but I was on YouTube because this was originally going to be like a voiceover, so I was just gonna play something while I was doing my makeup. But when I was trying to find something to watch on YouTube, I kept noticing like this new trend that's going on, and it's called like the espresso makeup or whatever, which is interesting that this is trending right now because this kind of look reminds me of fall, and we are kind of close to fall, but not quite. Like I'm still in like a summer kind of like feel. So yeah, I'm just kind of shocked that this kind of makeup look is trending right now, but it doesn't matter. You can wear any kind of makeup look during any kind of season. But yeah, I was originally supposed to be doing a carnival themed look, which I will be doing next week since I'm going to be doing this look today. But yeah, I just want to do stuff that's pretty much trending on the internet because I feel like that's a smart thing to do, especially being that I finally hit 1,000 subscribers. So that is really, really exciting. Now that I've like reached like this new milestone, I just want to be smarter about my channel and just give what my viewers want to see and what's trending. I feel like that's just a smarter way to do things. It's not just always about what I want to give out. So yeah, instead of the carnival look, we're just going to be doing the espresso makeup trend that's been going on. So yeah, you guys, I'm going to be taking my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot and I'm going to be applying that to the lid, brow bone, crease, just everywhere, making sure that we get that evenly distributed. If y'all are familiar with my channel, y'all are probably surprised that I'm not going in with the P. Louise base because that's usually what I go into. But I just decided to just switch things up and use a soft ochre paint pot because I mean I have it and I haven't used it in, I probably only used this once and that was a year ago. So yeah, I'm just going to be taking that. This is very like moisturizing, like way more, yeah, way more moist. I know people hate that word, but yeah, it's way more moist than the P. Louise base. So yeah, I only use it once and I feel like I like this, so we're just gonna use it again. So now that I have that on, I'm just going to pat it. That way we get a nice even layer. So typically this is something that I do with all of my eyeshadow bases that I use, but I feel like it's definitely mandatory to do this step with the soft ochre paint pot because like I said before, it's really moist. So you just want to take a sponge and just go over the base. That way it can just absorb any excess moisture that we just don't really need, and our eyeshadows can blend more seamlessly. You don't want anything to skip or be patchy because the base that you use is too emollient. So yeah, you just want to take the sponge and just go over it. And yeah, so now we can move on to eyeshadow. So the two eyeshadow palettes that I'm going to be using is both from Juvia's Place. This is the Chocolates palette. I feel like it was perfect for today's look. If you guys are familiar with this palette, then you would understand. This is what it looks like right here. Like beautiful, like espresso chocolate kind of shades. And then I'm going to be using this one as well in collaboration with Vanessa. So yeah, I'm going to be using just a couple of shades in this palette as well. So yeah, the first shade that I'm going to go into is pretty much the deepest shade in the palette, and it's this one right here. And I'm going to be taking that on my e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. I love this eyeshadow brush for the lid and just packing on color. So yeah, we're just going to take that. And I feel like this is something that's really like great for beginners, like this kind of look, because it's something that's like, it is pretty basic and it's super, super easy, but still makes such a bold statement. So yeah, as you can see, like I'm just being messy, just going straight in with the color. And yeah, I don't know how high I want to take this yet. I feel like this is actually good right here. And one thing about me, how I like to do my eyeshadows, I'm all about packing on the color and then blending later. I like to just get a lot of that pigment, as much pigment as I can, and then blend it out. Either way, you're gonna always go through that process of adding more color, blending it out, losing a little bit of color, adding color. But that's just the process that I like to go through. I just like to pack on the color as much as I can and then blend it out. So yeah, I feel like this is pretty much the intensity that I want it to be. So now we can move on to the next shade. So the next shade that I'm going to take is this one right here. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with P. Louise. If you're familiar with my channel, then you definitely should be familiar with P. Louise. But I like to pretty much do their method. If you guys don't know, I did take a course from them, the 12-month course. So I learned a lot of like different techniques from that course and everything. So I do apply it in my everyday like makeup routines or like, you know, eyeshadow looks like this. So pretty much what I like to do is just take the next shade that I'm going to be blending. And I like to put my brush halfway on the color that I previously applied and halfway on the base. This pretty much gives it like a seamless look, but like I said, we're not going to be blending right now. We're just packing on that color. So you want to pack it on halfway on the previous shade, halfway on the base. Okay, so now that I have that applied, I'm gonna go in with my last shades for the transition. I'm kind of torn in between the two. I kind of want to mix these two together because I do want this to kind of be warm. So yeah, I think I'm going to take this orange and this nude color. The orange is just slightly too orange, so I want to kind of tone it down with this shade. So we're going to see like how that goes. And I'm going to take it on the same brush. I wiped it off, but I'm going to take this transition on the same brush, and let's just see how that goes. I don't like that. I don't like that. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, so y'all, I'm gonna be honest, I don't like that. So I'm gonna just go in with this shade right here, and just kind of go over that orange. Obviously, if I did it on this eye, I'm gonna have to do it on the other eye as well, mix that orange with it, but we're gonna make this work. We are going to make this work. So now as like you're going up into the transition area, you want to start blending instead of packing on the color, because the transition is supposed to be blended out very well. Everything is supposed to be blended out very well, but the transition is definitely supposed to be a more diffuse kind of blend. So at this point, we want to just go ahead and start blending once we get up to the transition shade. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all, I was not feeling that orange, so we just gonna go with the flow. Any look is savable in my opinion, so yeah, we're just gonna keep moving. I'm just going in with that transition shade, blending it out. I am mixing it a little bit with the orange just to keep it warm. But yeah, so another thing that I learned in the P. Louise course is like the ladder method, which is basically kind of what I explained previously. Just a process that you would have to go through when you're just blending your eyeshadows, just making sure that you're packing on that color, blending it out. So you lose some color or whatever, and then you just have to reapply it again. So what I would like to do, I'm just going to go back to where I started. So going back in with, what was it? I want to say it was this shade. So I'm going to go back in with this shade. Okay, yeah, it was this shade. And just pack that on. Pack that pigment on. Any that we might have lost from blending the previous shades. We're just going to pack that on. Then we're going to go into the next shade that we have went into. Now this is the process of packing on the color and blending it as well. But you don't want to be too harsh. If you're paying attention closely, then you will see that like I'm packing on the shade and blending, and my bristles are barely moving. You don't want to do it too hard to where like you see your bristles moving and bending, like, you know what I mean? It's just, that's just indicates that you're just being a little bit too harsh. So yeah, in order to get like that seamless blend, you want to be soft and gentle. And then lastly, I'm gonna go in with just a tad bit of orange over that shade and just blend it out a little bit, because like I said, I do want that warmth peeking through in that transition. So I think that's what I should have done. I should have went in with this shade next and then go over it a little bit with the orange. So I think that's what I'm gonna do with the other eye. So yeah. And that's pretty much it, you guys. Hopefully it looks good on camera. It looks really good in person. But yeah, it's nice and blended and diffused. So yeah, I'm just going to apply some liner and my lashes. So I'm going to do that on camera as well. So what I'm going to take for my eyeliner is the Juvia's Place kit. I don't know if I'm going to take the liquid one or the pen, but I guess I can show you guys the difference with this. I highly recommend it. So this is what they look like. I can show you guys what the pen looks like, which is really, really huge. Like I was not expecting the brush, like the bristle part, to be so big, but this is what it looks like. It's really nice, very pigmented, and it dries to a matte finish, which I really like. It's extremely dark and it's like this, and this is thick as well. This is just going to help your lashes blend well and also just define your lash line. And this is very important, especially for when you want to do smoky eyes. So if I were you, I would not forget this step. Now I'm going to take my Le Flare mink lashes, and these ones are in the style NY60. These are literally my favorite style of lashes from this brand. Now, while my lash glue gets tacky, I'm going to go ahead and apply some mascara. I'm just going to go in with my Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara and just apply that to my lashes. not too much because we're going to be applying lashes right over, so it's no point to do endless layers or anything like that. Okay, you guys, so this is literally one I done. Super easy, super simple and basic, like I said before. So what I'm going to do is do the other eye off of camera, and I'm going to come back to show you guys my base routine. Now the base routine is going to be sped through. I do plan on eventually doing a in-depth like routine, face routine, because some things have changed since the last time that I have done one. So yeah, y'all can just listen to some music, watch me do the rest of my face makeup and everything, and yeah, you guys. you.